Hello, my friends. It is Sunday evening where I am, and for me, that means cozy time and also wildflowers. I've been looking forward to this today. Oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how cozy I am right now. I put a scarf on and I put I got I got my bed changed. I put new sheets on my bed before dinner so that I wouldn't have to think about that after stream. And I'm so happy that I did that. Past me has been killing it today, and present me is just super grateful for some of the decisions that past me made. Um, and I'm trying to pull up Twitch chat and having a tiny bit of a struggle, but I know I'm going to get there. There we go. Okay, theoretically, we are there. Um, let's see. I want to see if I can't pull it up on a slightly bigger screen. I'm trying new things today. And that is something that sometimes involves a little bit of flailing on my part, but that's okay. We'll get there. We will start the gameplay also soon. Oh, Constellazio, welcome in. Water, welcome in. Nightbot, welcome in. I'm so glad to see Nightbot is here today. Okay, I'm updating the Twitch app on the mini iPad. Open. Creator mode. Yes. So the Twitch app, very oddly, I don't get this. I launched the Twitch app on the tablet that I'm streaming from, and the process of starting the stream wasn't the way it's been in recent weeks. It was the way it had been in weeks prior to that. And I thought, oh, how interesting. Did they switch back to the way they'd done it before? But on the mini iPad, I just updated the Twitch app, and the navigation for that is back to the more recent version. So, very confused about that, but it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. And I now have a slightly bigger canvas for seeing the friends and what the friends have to say, and I really like that. How is everybody? I may have just bumped. I think I'm going to take off the scarf because I think it's going to bump my earbud and therefore my microphone and therefore your ears, and I don't want my scarf to be bopping you in the ears. Well said, Constellazio on Twitch. Make up your mind. Water friend, how are you? Lovely to see you on this Sunday evening. All right, I am ready to play Wildflowers with you. Let's do it. As always, Tara is ready for bed. We are that cozy.
Is it time for bed?
It's always cozy time when we start the stream. I wanted to let you all know that I have another announcement for end of stream. I'm going to hold it till end of stream because we usually have a few more people around by end of stream. People take their time rolling in, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what is ready. Our charming potion is ready. What should we make? We could make a concentrated levitation potion. We've been selling some of those. They're lovely. We've got some rice wine. Let's make, we don't have any vodka. Let's make a drop of vodka. And, wait, that's not the button I wanted. I would like to use the crystal ball. There have been updates this week, says Water, that Fork watching movies with friends on Discord. I am so sorry to hear that. What were you trying to watch with friends, Water? And was it you who was hosting, or were you watching along with other people in their Discord server? Let's see. We don't have anything more to discover about our animals. Let's find out. I think Zephyr is into candy,
Oh,
but
I
I'm
think I
not
see
sure which
something.
kind of candy. Oh, brownies. Zephyr has quite the sweet tooth. So far, nougat, Texas brownie, this is one of my favorite things, and caramel popcorn. In the town where near, in the city near the town where, let me rephrase that again. In the city near the village where I went to college, one could order this Texas brownie in a gluten-free, actually flour-free form. I'm not quite sure how they did it, but they called it a down-home Texas sheet cake. And it was the best thing ever. And I would order one of those anytime a friend had a birthday, or like anytime I had an excuse to order one of those. I would drive into the city and pick it up. And oh my goodness, sorry, I just bumped my earpiece again. Water wasn't hosting, but they couldn't make the movie night work last night. I am so sorry. Oh dear. All right.
It's empty.
We don't have any more crystal ball potions, so we can't discover any other fun, delicious things that friends like. But could we make some Texas sheet cake? Texas brownie, they call it here. We are missing flour. All right, we'll buy some flour and we'll make some of that today. It's 7:20. Let's see. Our robots are hard at work. Um, have a look at our fruit trees. And let's see. We are almost ready to collect our compost, finished compost. None of our... How long is it going to take? 2 days remaining for the cabbage, 5 for the grapes. Let's hurry the grapes along. Ultra Miracle Grow. All right, 1 day remaining now. Leave the fennel alone. 3 days remaining. Let's use a Miracle Grow potion. 2 days for those soybeans. 14 days, we'll use an Ultra Miracle Grow potion for that. Although, we didn't actually need to because I forgot that I put a fruit tree there. And the only ones that I feel like I really want to hurry up, that I really need to hurry up, are the crops that are seasonal because it's going to be time
Things
to
I
change
want
the
but don't
season.
yet have. Get off the ground and in my bag.
And I'm hoping that we might, I was hoping that we might make it today, but I'm not sure that we will. It's completely unsure. Keep an eye on the grapes just in case we get a duck-like visitor. It could happen. 10 minutes till maple syrup. I'm very happy about that. Okay, let's do a few more farm chores. Let's give our animals some treats. Chick chicks. What do you like, Chimkin? We don't know, but we know it's something that grows in the fall. I think we already tried grapes. We've discovered one of Chimkin's favorite foods, soybeans. Alrighty. And what about you, Nuggets? Do you like soybeans too? Not particularly. That's okay. I'll give you pat pats. Good little Nugget. And you get pat pats too, Egbert. And do I have any treats for you? I do not. Poor Egbert. What? Not quite birds of a feather. I know. I kind of named them as a pair. Yes, it is reminiscent of Carissa's community. We can say they're in honor of Carissa's community. That'll do. We have at least 2 happy chickens so far. However, our baby chicks are not going to be giving us eggs. That is not something that happens. All right, mulberries we are out of. Water's still hoping to host movies on Discord, but lacking Nitro for better streaming quality, and now with these restrictions, the limitations grow. It still could happen someday. Did we? Oh yeah, we can't give you a present. All right, let's see. Did we talk with all of our chickens? I thought there was one we had missed. Lefty? No, Cluckadoo. All right. Cluckadoo likes a lemon. Luckily, we have quite a few for Cluckadoo. Okay. Annabelle, some soybeans for you. It's not my favorite, but if Annabelle likes it, Annabelle can have it. I heard about something really interesting about CRISPR technology recently. They've been working with bacteria and they've discovered a way to give a calf a one-time treatment with CRISPR technology to edit the microbiome, not the cow, but the microbiome of the cow. So they're editing the bacteria in order for the cow to, number one, produce less methane, but the side effect is the cow becomes more efficient at converting food to fuel. The methane is a side product that is, you know how the incandescent light bulbs would throw off the majority of their energy in heat and only a small percentage of their energy in light? Well, that's how it is with cows. There's a lot of energy loss in the methane. Oh, I see a hummingbird. It's right behind me. Do you see it? It's so cute. Well, this is definitely a good side effect, Constellatio. If they treat the microbiome, it produces less methane to help the environment, but as a side effect, um, converts food more efficiently, then farmers have to spend less money on food to feed the same animals. It seems like a win-win to me. Of course, it's in my nature to worry about unintended side effects, but it seems that they are um, proceeding carefully. Let's go get some maple syrup. Yum. All right. We must not forget that we have not yet said good morning to Cleocatra. However, if I want to see our friend Shelby, I need to keep moving on about my morning. We got a conch shell. All right, let's say hello to our neighbor. It wouldn't be neighborly to just grab that
Everyone goes
shell
on about
and
how
run
wise
away.
Shelby is, but his life story is what really interests me.
He's told you about his life before Fairhaven?
All the time. You just have to ask him the right questions.
I like that. All right, we don't have any of Thomas's favorite things today. And I'm not in the market for new animals, so I will catch up with Marty later. I see some shells. This is my first two conch day, perhaps ever, at least since spring. I might
I
have had
asked
a two conch
Sebastian
shell
if he
day
wanted
on
to paddle
spring
out,
day.
but he said no.
Well, it is starting to get seriously cold.
Nah, that's not why. He just wants to keep checking in on Juliet, but she's still not really talking to him or anyone except Kim.
Well, I'm glad she's. Whoop, I forgot to check if I had a present for Kai. I'm glad she's talking to Kim. It's been worrying me that she doesn't want to talk. I think it might not be till winter till she. I think she might be quiet with us until winter. Oh, hang on. I need to hustle up and go see Shelby. I'm not doing any in town things right now. I'm just going to see Shelby. We can do in town things later. Water presses X to doubt. Oh, I wouldn't have seen my neighbor Marty even if I had stopped by his ranch. Well, we can talk to him in a little bit.
Your Gram is pleased with all the good you've done. I can feel it.
Look at her smile. She's so happy to hear Shelby say that. It's a three conch shell day. Oh my goodness, how did we get so lucky? Don't think we need any of these other things. We're good. We're great. Do we have any presents for Shelby? No. Oh, I need to make some stew. This isn't great. All right, let's look around here briefly. Grab that almond. This wood. Oh, it's not an almond, it's a walnut.
Oh, finally!
That exclamation made a lot more sense before Tara got the golden axe. I can't say
Finally.
that the golden axe itself makes very much sense. Gold is not the hardest metal in the world. Is this the biggest tree? I don't know. Oh no, it was not. I should have waited. Ah well.
Despite my clearly visible lack of horses, Natalia gave me a horseshoe the other day. She said they're lucky. She makes for a cute lady luck, don't you think?
Oh, are we interested in romancing her? Is that a thing that's going on, Marty?
Hey, this smells great. Thanks.
I like what the voice actor that plays Marty has done with the role. I think he's really on point. Tarpov, welcome in. How you
Finn's
doing?
decided he wants to knit Lena's dad a pair of socks. Now, he could use a project, and I'm sure Marcus would love them, but I'm just not keen on introducing Finn to pointy objects right now.
I just love that gesture. Oh, what have we got? Coffee, but have we discovered anything else that Parker likes? I'm doing okay,
You made
Tarpov.
something for me?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt Parker. That was very rude of me. Right in the middle of his thanks. How has your weekend been?
What if we filled the onsen with noodles and made a million jillion plates of spaghetti bolognese? That would probably be enough to set a world record or something. And then we could eat it all to celebrate.
So Finn has two different pronunciations of spaghetti bolognese. He's got spaghetti bolognese and spaghetti bolognese. I think that the spaghetti bolognese pronunciation is the kind of standard, traditional American version of that dish, but we know how much he loves it. And we'll get to hear him say it the other way here.
Yum. Sometimes my mom says I'm a pastatarian, but can you blame me? Bolognese is delicious.
So I'm guessing that the directors wanted it to sound authentic, and went for a kind of a compromise with him not pronouncing the last syllable.
Honestly, I think the biggest reason I want to leave the island is that there's way too much time to daydream. I want to be busy with things that matter to me.
I want to know, what are the things that matter to Sebastian? You know? I feel like we haven't really gotten to know him.
Pizza! Give it! Sorry, I turn into a troll when I'm hungry. And I'm always hungry.
Oh, she skipped. Did you see Emmy skip? Oh my gosh, that was so cute. I don't know if I've noticed her skipping before.
I packed my own lunch today. Mommy double-checked after I was done and took out my backup cupcake. But still.
Backup cupcake, is it? Well, we just happen to have a backup cupcake right here.
Ooh. Will you tell my mom if I eat this all right now? Because I'm not supposed to. But...
I think you're right, Constellazio. We'd better keep the noodles out of the onsen.
Hey, Juliet. Hey, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't really feel like talking to anyone right now.
Poor kiddo. Please tell me we've got something she loves. No, I'm so sad. I don't even have anything yummy for her.
It's nice of you to visit, but I really need to return to my lesson.
This is what I expected to hear the very first time I interrupted her class. And I never heard it. I swear the devs are adding to the game. Have you ever heard her say this? Is it just me? I swear she's never said this before. I can't think of anything in the story that would have triggered her to say something brand new today.
Oh my. Keisha's so rich, but if you insist, who am I to say no? I do.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I bopped the screen again. She does love it. It's just me. I'm rude. I interrupted her. Okay, Violet wants to talk to us about something. I think it has to do with her brother. Yeah, I thought it did. Violet has a theory involving annoying kid brother teenagers and grow faster potions. This is the second time she's asked our help with this. I feel real dicey about it.
Straight up, this is just what I needed. You're the best.
Please use it responsibly, Violet.
Kai's a lot wiser than I give him credit for. Or maybe he's just been talking to Shelby too much.
Either way. And Violet's another one that I rarely have anything for. I need to get better at that. It's not serving any purpose in game. It just brings me joy to give my friends food. All right, we have herring, and we know what to do with it. My sentiments exactly, Constellazio. Did you know the Queen's favorite breakfast is kippers on toast? And it's mine too. I just need some herring.
Wonderful. This is just what our community needs. You know, the town hall has many interesting artifacts from Fairhaven's history on display. Feel free to view them anytime.
I have felt free to view them and borrow them. Yeah. I'm big mad at Angus these days.
What is it like living in all that open space?
To tell you the truth, it is a lot of work.
Well, what a great way to work off delicious baked goods.
Well, that's true enough. Still not giving you my business right now. Oh, Tarpov. Good point. Good catch.
If you go for one of Violet's new styles, just remember the right piece of jewelry is always the perfect finishing touch.
Well said, Francis. He's a good businessman. But I don't have any presents for you today. Let's see. I could sell some silver ingots. Nope, no Natalia in the office today. Let's see. Oh, shoot. I wanted to buy some flour.
I love having a job that lets me enjoy my day. I've always been such a night owl anyway.
I know we've got something with your name on it, Damon.
If I were a poet, I would write entire books of poetry about slop chips. Thank you, Tara.
It's a really big deal, I think, to me, if they are actually recording new lines for the game. I know there have been some updates at some times since the game came out, but to get the cast back to work and record new lines, I think that's a really big deal for a game. I think that's awesome.
I've noticed Kim fishing more and more often by the lake. I'll make an angler out of him yet.
The other day, I was talking about Kim during, I'm pretty sure it was not a Sunday stream. I'm pretty sure it was some other stream. And I misgendered them. I used a her pronoun, and it made me realize that there is nobody in town who has ever once misgendered Kim. It's beyond my comprehension as a person of my generation who still makes mistakes even though my pronouns are they them. As a person of my generation who did not have any singular epicene pronoun in my language or any other languages which I spoke before I was an adult, I still make mistakes. And I think it's a beautiful choice on the devs' part, but in my brain it's not logical that they are all that perfect no matter what their personalities or history or experience is like. I love that for Kim. I love that so much for Kim. And I was very ashamed of myself for misgendering them.
Juliet's been bringing up Italy a lot lately. I want to surprise her so she doesn't know I've started a savings fund for us to go one day.
Ooh.
Oh, Tara, you're sweet.
Let's see. What should we buy? I feel like we got plenty of everything. We're good. We've already chatted with Kai and our rancher neighbor. Let's chat with Giva.
One thing I love about the States, all the diners. Though Sophia's has the best food by a long shot. There was a diner I went to all the time in grad school. I adored it, but I was there for the tea and the ambiance. Definitely not the food.
Nothing with Giva's name on it today. Too bad. Sophia's dancing. It does my heart good to see her dancing. I wish we could hear the music. Let's make sure that we have some bait. Let's also buy some tuna. All right, let's sell 10 pupfish. We're gonna expand this store yet one of these days. 10 whiting. We did it! Soft and Sons Fish and Tackle has been fully and completely upgraded. We can now buy lobster and clams. Let's go shopping. Lobster, heck yeah. Mussels and oysters and clams. Oh my. All right. Is the doctor in? Doctor is in.
My cousin Zareen was supposed to come visit me this winter, but I told her I was too busy. It broke my heart, but what was I supposed to say? We had a witch trial here?
Yeah, actually, I think you should. Because if it can happen in one place, it can happen in other places. And it's best for everybody to be on their guard. Information is power.
She tried to airlift me off the island.
Oh, well, there's that. All right, we got any present with Amira's name on it? Yes, honey mint cooler. Does sound delicious, doesn't it?
So much Persian food is acidic, even the drinks. And I wouldn't want it any other way. All that tartness keeps me sharp.
Ooh, man, she's good at describing that. My saliva glands just went a bit extra. Hello? Hello? You're never there on a Thursday in the middle of the day. What's going on, Cameron?
Sometimes I'll catch a whiff of what Angus is baking. It's a great practice in willpower, let me tell you.
Make sure to put money in your savings. Your savings need money to do. Yeah, it makes me wonder what is he doing?
Ooh, I love this. Call me basic if you want. I'm not ashamed.
PSL. PSL for the win with Cameron. Now look, now he's sweeping. Okay, that are they updating this game? What is going on? I'm so creeped out. I thought I knew what was going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's go to Ravenwood Mills. It's Thursday. It's a good day to go to Ravenwood Mills. Yeah, maybe on Thursdays at noon he practices for Sunday's service or whatever they call it there. Oh, I have not been in here yet. Oh, there's things to do. Stuff and things, and my is it crowded in here. Sauerkraut's ready. Yum. Let's make... Well, we've got enough cheese. We don't have any red wine. Let's make some red wine. And some more leather. Oh, candles aren't ready. We've got plenty of butter, though. We're okay with butter. Let's see. We don't have any mulberry leaves. Wait a second. What did that say? A leaf harvested from the mulberry tree. Okay, so I thought for a second that I saw some mention of a season. I was like, no, don't tell me mulberry leaves are a seasonal thing. I've planted some extra mulberry trees, and I'm going to try to get some more silk going. We now also have the ability to weave cloth from wool. Which is excellent because it's been a while since we had cotton because that was a summer thing. So we will make some cloth from wool. Maybe 2 bolts of cloth. It doesn't go that fast in real life, by the way. I've done it. I used to help a neighbor friend who was a master weaver, and when I say that, she was actually kind of the head master weaver of the region, or at least from my perspective, that is how it appeared to me. And she had a degenerative eye condition and couldn't lace up the loom herself. So she gave me instructions, verbal instructions, and I set up her new projects, and then she could weave the project on her own, which was super cool. Water has been craving tart and acidic food for a couple of months. Huh. That's an interesting question, Water. I wonder if it means something. I don't know. I've always liked tart and acidic foods, and I take that as my body telling me that fermented foods are good for me. I know that when I was a kid, we didn't actually have real fermented foods. We had pickles that were made with vinegar rather than pickles that were sour because they had been fermented with salt, right? But now I make sure that I always have some type of actual real ferment in the fridge. My go-to is Bubby's sauerkraut. It's really easy to come by. It's really well made. It's really delicious. Of course, if you don't like sauerkraut, it's probably not for you, but I find it delicious. Let's make this sunshine romper so that we can sell some more clothes to Violet. We can also make the sandstorm long. But we've not made very many outfits. We've made a total of 6 outfits. Let's try and figure out what is needed to make some of these other ones. We need orange cloth and blue cloth. Let's make some of that. Orange cloth needs orange and cloth. Well, I don't have any more cloth. I've just used it up. All right, I need to make better choices next time. Let's head over to Ravenwood Mills. But first, let's say good morning to Cleocatra. It's already afternoon. Cleocatra, how was your day? Well, we have spare tuna today. We usually give Kitty a bowl of milk, but why not? Deep sea tuna.
Aw, still
A
loving that,
domestic
aren't ya?
feline's natural food. Fishy, how goes it? How are you doing? I have some more bait for you. I have lots of bait for you. And you have lots of fish for me. How happy. Look at all that salmon. Wow. Delicious. Okay. Let's go to Ravenwood Mills in our magical boat. Oh, we can get rid of some pine cones. Pine cones are great hidey holes for many creatures of the wood. Please bring them to me. Okay. This has been up there for quite some time, but I don't want to give it up because I don't have any more. Let's go see Ariel. Ariel, how are you today? Yes, water. I do the same thing. I use it as an ingredient for salad dressing.
Thank you, my fellow prankster.
Well, that's high praise from Ariel.
So, you can speak to any animal, right?
They have better stories than mortals or fae. The woodland creatures are wiser than most give them credit for.
You know what? I am so cozy today. I think I need to take a picture of how I have set up my pillows so that I can do it just this same way again next time. There's a whole week in between, and it all just depends on how I throw the pillows on the bed after I make the bed. So I don't always remember what it is that I meant to do.
It's always fascinating to see who comes in for what. Everyone seeks to create something different.
It does sound fascinating now that you mention it. Glue the pillows together and get new pillows for non-stream use. No.
Lovely smells. You have been practicing with reagents in the kitchen as well as the sanctum, I see.
Not a chance, Tarpoff. I'm so particular about my pillows, and what I have is currently working for me, but it's like I'm not looking to spend money on pillows right now. Let's see. Oh, let's buy a couple more of those. Scrying potion, levitation. I have a lot of levitation potion to sell, as a matter of fact. Let's sell some of that. Okay, and we could buy some crystal ball potion, very useful. We have a hard time keeping up with that. Now we're all right on thistles. We could take some witchweed and forget-me-nots. Always need a little mandrake and heather. Poppies will do. Or enough of the nigella. Okay. Lovely doing business with you, Perry. Oh, that's stuff. Oh, the samovar is out.
Being a werewolf is so inconvenient sometimes. Do you know how many vests I've torn while transforming?
That's so hilarious. It is always a vest, isn't it? And he's not wearing a vest, but he mentions that because it's always a vest. I mean, not always, but it's so frequently a vest.
How many?
Several.
Several. He sounds big mad. Did you all see the photograph of the kitty that Claire trapped last night and had fixed today? Oh, his face looks so angry. Poor critter.
It's a perfect day. But then, all days here are pretty perfect, to tell you the truth. Sometimes I wish it would rain here.
It doesn't rain here. It does rain where we live, but not here. Weather's always the same here. I don't know why. And Giva doesn't even know this place exists. So I'm pretty sure she doesn't know why either.
If only so I could practice catching lightning in a bottle.
Yes, she did. It was a bigger struggle than anticipated. I surmised that kitty had a narrow escape from a TNR cage because he seemed to be very artfully dodging said cage. Much more so than anybody had anticipated. All right, I want the mining whirligig, but we don't have enough gold, so we need to go get some gold. That is our next stop today. Go get gold. Oh yes, I like olives too. Of course, I can't have olives with pimentos because I can't have any nightshades, but there's lots of other kinds of olives. I'm quite fond of Castellvetrano olives. I didn't discover those until I was pretty nearly an adult.
The only good thing about being stuck with an island dating pool is that no one can ghost you. We're always gonna run back into each other.
She seems pretty sad. For a sentence that started with good thing, but I think she's just still sad from all the drama that went down. Yes, Water, thank you for clarifying that. TNR trap and release. It's a specific type of cage for the TNR. Claire has a special cage for that. Oh, we found gold on our second swing. Amazing. I love that for us. She doesn't have, oh, wow, we're doing A-okay, more gold. She doesn't have a drop cage, but she has the kind where the doors on the side swing shut. And they do swing down, but it's not the kind of box that falls down. You know what I mean? Hey, Kay! How are you? Conch shells, gold. It's been quite the day. 3 conch shells and 2 bits of gold right out of the gate. I'm very surprised. It's going quite well for us today. Is there a lotto in Fairhaven? I don't know. I haven't heard tell of one. I could imagine that being some sort of a scheme the mayor's wife might come up with to raise funds for something, the school perhaps. My gosh, what a lot of gold. Heck! This is perfect. Wow! Oh my goodness! What a day. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, I almost missed one here. Well, there'll be one more stop before we can get our whirligig, and that's to see Natalia when she's at work, to have all of this made up into bars. Lovely mushrooms for those who partake. Not everyone does, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, a diamond, nice. Won't say no. It depends on the type of mushrooms. I had a conversation with someone who is not a mushroom, let's just say not even a mushroom liker. And they brought up the concept of the mushroom that substitutes for a burger. And I said, oh, I do not recommend you try that. Portobello mushrooms do not have anything anywhere near the taste or texture of a burger. And I love mushrooms, but for me, having a portobello mushroom as a substitute for a hamburger is it's not easy. It's doable. I will, if that were put in front of me and said, if I were told this is what you get to eat for dinner tonight, and there isn't anything else, I would eat it and I would be grateful. I would be fine. But it's never going to be something that I
All out of
choose
strength. I could eat some food.
if there are plenty of other choices. Okay, we're going to have the quadruple espresso. Busy, busy, busy day. If it were mushrooms in a sauce as on a like hoagie roll or something like that, that's a completely different story. Especially if there were also thin strips of steak with it, with the mushrooms, like steak and mushroom on a Philly type sandwich. That would be great. I would enjoy that very much. I like steak and mushrooms as a thing. Like, I love steak, but if it's completely drowned in mushrooms, I like it even better. Shroom Dog, sausages made from or using mushrooms. Never had it. You enjoyed those for a bit, but they got too hot in the microwave and broke a couple of plates. Oh my gosh, Tarpov. You had to give them up rather than just eating them for a shorter period of time? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your plates. That's terrible. Okay, wait. Hang on. We're gonna get around the corner here, and let's go. Or I'm feeling really paranoid. We're gonna go from inside our house. Hi, everybody.
It took me ages to get this far in the coven, but don't give up. You'll get the hang of it.
We cannot let the townspeople know our true identities. Witches have died this way.
You would think we would have come a little further than that, but
I'm trying to convince Violet to help me out with some cocktails. Her potions are always flawless.
that does sound amazing. I like this plan for the two of
Mind
them.
that no one finds your sanctum. It'll be hard to explain that before Otto and his neighborhood watch.
See, the problem is, Constellatio, we can't know it's been too long of a time until the plate explodes. Then we know. That's the problem.
Witchcraft can make any task easier. It can make the lives of those around you easier. You must keep working at it, but don't ignore the rest of your life. It is a balance.
Oh gosh, Water. That has been something that's really been on my mind lately. I've been struggling with that. I I've been having that happen to me recently where like I go through the process of getting ready to eat some food and something goes wrong and it's like it's been just incapacitating. Like I've gone from that to eating a food bar, from from having a hot meal to forget it. I'm eating something packaged. Okay, I should have planted the other thing. I have been forgetting to plant the other thing and have been only planting those for at least 2 sessions of planting. That's not good. I need to stop that. My policy is I always plant the other thing. Whatever I harvest, I plant the other thing because there's 3 places to grow. All right, time to head back home. Unless we want to go to the bar? I don't know. Really no point. Let me think about whether or not we should perhaps do a little bit more mining. That's an option. It's kind of early in the evening. Let's see, how much gold do we have? 23. And we've got 23 ore chunks, 10 ingots. We need 25 ingots. How many ore chunks does it take to make an ingot? I don't remember. If I knew, I would be tempted to stop now, but I think it's early enough in the evening that we could just go ahead and get a little bit more gold. I'm so, I don't know the word, gratified, I guess. I feel so relieved to hear other people saying they kind of feel the same way. I was feeling like it was just me being neurospicy that was the root of the problems that I was having and preparing myself a meal. Either that or just, like my spooniness. Food makes for one of my life's happy places, a very important one. Want to make me happy? Be smart. Do good things for yourself and for the world. Love yourself and me and others and give me food. I love it, Water. For me, it's more or less trial and error. Yeah, and at different points in my life, I've had different relationships with food prep. Like, there have been times in my life where I have been what you would call a once a month cooker. And I had a notebook. I still own this notebook. I don't think I've gotten rid of it. I have a notebook of recipes that are specifically designed for making in large batches. And I would do a long weekend of cooking. I would do one day of shopping, one day of prep, and one day of final cooking. Because I didn't have the energy to do it all in one day. Some people do it all in one day. A lot of people do it in 2 days. But I would fill the freezer with both fully finished meals and components which are very, very easy to assemble and finish. And it worked really, really well because it meant that we always had our favorite foods ready to go whenever, like, it just simplified the day to day. And that became necessary because of performance schedules. At the time, I was on stage a lot of weeks out of the year. I was either in rehearsal or performances, and so it was just a very, very practical decision for me at the time. But also, I enjoyed the process. It was fun. It was just one big weekend of kitchen project stuff, and then life being real easy for the rest of the time. And I think that habit that I had at that time did kind of spill over into what I now find most enjoyable in the kitchen. I prefer to make up a batch of something rather than, I enjoy that more than making a meal that has a variety of dishes all from scratch at the same time. I feel like it's a lot easier to just make a big batch of something that I'm going to use. Like today, I made a batch of homemade Miracle Whip. Last week on Sunday, I made Miracle Whip and a big batch of rice because I like to eat white rice very much, but the hack that I use for white rice is that I make it ahead of time, and then I put some in the refrigerator, and I put other amounts of it in Ziploc bags in the freezer. And when you've cooled and then reheated a starch like white rice or potatoes, it does a chemical change to the format of the starch such that it becomes what is called resistant starch, which acts in your digestive tract a different way, which works better for me on multiple levels. A batch of Miracle Whip, yes. So I'll tell you what I did. It was very easy. Ad break imminent. Soundworks, hello. Thank you. Let me know when we're having an ad break. Okay, we're in an ad break. I will tell you about the Miracle Whip at the end of the ad break, and I will go stretch my legs because Soundworks suggested that I do so. And what you all need to know is that Soundworks always has good suggestions. If you ever have an opportunity to listen to Soundworks, I highly suggest that you take full advantage of that opportunity because it's always going to be a good idea. Water braces to wait 3 minutes for secrets about Miracle Whip. I think now is the time for me to take out my earbud. And where has my other earbud gone? Oh no. Okay, there it is. I was sitting on it. Okay. I will be back in just a few. Hello, hello. I have returned. Have you returned? I do not necessarily know whether or not you have returned from the ad break. It is possible that everyone was back before me because I decided to grab a snack. I got a couple of pretzels. It was yummy. Okay, getting myself sorted out and settled here. Rebon Venon, welcome back. Korako is here. Hello, Korako. Thank you for all of your announcements, Constellatio, during the break. I really appreciate that. That's just absolutely super. And thank you for the shout out to Soundworks. Okay, stream is still going post break. Awesome. We will also launch the game again. Game is still going. And while I grab some more resources here, I can tell you about the magic that is homemade Miracle Whip. I'm not always into like analogs, a brand name, this or that, but I just prefer a slightly more sour flavor to my mayo, which is why when I was buying name brand stuff, it was Miracle Whip over Hellmann's for me. I'm not advocating brand loyalty to craft products. Far from it. I'm advocating you make your own at home. So the way that I do it, I use a Vitamix. A Ninja blender would work just as well, but your average food processor will not do the trick, I think. It requires a more powerful machine. It's possible. I'm not saying you absolutely can't. Wow. It's been a while since Tara has had a day in which she has worked so hard as to need extra coffee. We're going to take it easy because it is 10:40 p.m. We're not going to have a quadruple espresso at 10:40 p.m. Not even Tara Wilde herself. Not this day. Kay, well said. Can we get a pun bomb in the chat for Kay? That was mwah, chef's kiss. A purposeful pun bomb. Well done, sir. I could share the recipe in the Discord, but I can also just describe it to you. So you take a couple of eggs and a quarter teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of lemon juice and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. If you want, you can do 2 tablespoons of lemon juice or 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, but you want a couple of tablespoons, like the same number of tablespoons of something sour as you have number of eggs in your batch, and then just adjust the salt to the amount that you want to make. And you whiz that up for a half a minute, and then you take a cup of oil. I use either avocado oil or half MCT oil, half avocado oil, and you drizzle that in really slowly while the blender is going. That's A-okay, Sunworks.
Hey there, kitty.
We can find surprising things to talk about when things like that happen. So you drizzle it in really slowly, and then if you want it to be extra zingy, you can add like dill or celery salt or whatever. Just, I mean, like if it's celery salt and not celery powder, then always careful with how much celery powder you use. But if it's celery salt, don't forget that you already put in salt in step 1. Did that once. Don't do that again. And so basically you can watch it turn white and creamy as it mixes while you're slowly drizzling in the oil, because you're creating an emulsion. You're mixing the oil in with the other ingredients in a way that cannot come undone again. So your product is not going to separate into multiple levels or anything like that
Am I ready for bed?
in the refrigerator, because the emulsification is permanent and the oil, the fat is completely integrated in with everything else. So it's great. I use it as an ingredient in creamy salad dressings. Salt versus powder is one of the most dangerous ingredient mistakes. Kay knows their way around the kitchen. It is true. It's true. And celery powder is quite a powerful ingredient. I think people sometimes underestimate it to their detriment. Let's make some more red dye so that we can make some more crystal ball potion. Oh my, let's make quite a lot of red dye because we can. Ah yes, garlic and garlic salt. So true. Absolutely true. Okay, what can we do with the crystal ball today? I am interested in finding out what else does Francis like besides
Oh, I think I
coffee?
see something.
Coffee and flan. Wait. Oh, flan and empanada. Oh, I made a mistake. Francis doesn't like coffee. Flan and empanada. How is it that we ever became friends with Francis without really knowing Francis's favorite stuff? Honestly. Parker, what do you like
Oh, I think I
besides
see something.
coffee? Bagel. Cream cheese bagel with a schmear. Okay. Are we surprised? I am so not surprised. That just seems
It's
classic
empty.
Parker to me. It's just completely believable. All right, farm chores time. What's ready in our workshop? Some glass, as always, and leather, and candles. Lovely. We could make a few more. I remember when it was like pulling teeth to get the ingredients we needed for candles, and now no problem. All right, let's check on our crops here. Some of them are ready. This is good news. If they all get ready, we can consider turning the seasons. That's really what we're waiting for. So let's see, 1 day remaining. How long is a day, though? Like, is it part of a day remaining, or is it a whole day remaining? We've got 3 left. Let's wait till the end of the day and see how it goes, because maybe we'll wind up deciding to hasten those along a little bit. Oh, that's so exciting, Korako. What a beautiful gift. Annabelle, snack time. Italian mayo? I've never heard of Italian mayo. I guess my brain goes to, instead of dill and celery salt, maybe something with oregano in it? Like maybe mixed Italian herbs? That would be delicious. Cottage pie made with half cottage pie ingredients and half chili ingredients? Oh my goodness. I used to have a chili pie recipe. It had Fritos in it. That's one of the things I remember. It had all the ingredients you would expect for a chili pie, and cheese and Fritos. It was very delicious and completely unhealthy, I think. That might not be true. It could be either vegetarian or it could have ground beef. No, there were no herbs. It was store-bought commercial. Interesting. All right, Egbert, we don't have any mulberries for you today. I'm so sorry to say. I think that recipe lives in my notebook of once a month cooking recipes. I'm pretty sure that the version of it I had was one that I used for the once a month cooking. Chimkin, all growed up. And so was Nugget, but we didn't even say good job, Nugget, growing up big and strong. But we did try to give Nugget a favorite treat, but we haven't discovered what Nugget's favorite treat is yet. Believe it or not, they were actually pre-installed options. When you get a new animal, you get 3 choices of what to name it. And if you don't like any of the choices, you can say so. But they do come up with some very punny suggestions for some of these animals. Henrietta, for example. I don't know for sure whether or not there's a way to name an animal yourself. Perhaps on, I don't know, it's possible that it could pop up a screen for typing, but I've never seen a keyboard pop up in this game. So far, don't think I've seen that happen. I don't recall for sure. I know there is a PC version of the game as well, though. Italian ice cream made differently, creamier. I wonder what the difference in ingredients is. I made a whole bunch of different flavors of homemade ice cream one year because I had a really unexpected bounty with fruit at the end of that summer. Well, it was early summer that I got a whole bunch of fruit that I hadn't seen coming in, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do with all this fruit? And so I made a whole bunch of different kinds of ice cream.
The soil's been whispering stories to me lately. I used to think I was losing my mind, but I've done this long enough to know all farmers learn to hear its voice.
One of the recipes had eggs, raw eggs, and I had some doubts about it because I had never made an ice cream with raw eggs. But I thought, well, we'll give it a try. It was a cantaloupe ice cream. I am still not convinced that raw eggs are a good idea. I wound up throwing it out. It was probably a little sus. Okay, the thing I really want to make sure I do today is see Natalia if she is available. I don't know whether or not she will be. And buy flour. We need to buy flour. But first, I'm going to go see Shelby. The ingredients of brown sauce are brown. Are you surprised? I think that's almost grown up all the way. Oh, we're going to have some beautiful moonflowers today. This is a first. Never have I ever seen 2 people sitting here at the same time before. Maybe that's not true. Maybe this happened once after Kiva came.
At least Kai lives on this island. I would have gone mad if he wasn't supplying me with tea.
Oh dear. Yeah, you can't get a cup of tea at the diner. You can only get a cup of coffee. I think that's not realistic. I don't believe that about Sophia, that she couldn't give us a cup of tea, but I have never purchased a cup of tea from the diner. And I think I would have if it had been given me as an option. Don't you think I would have? Interesting. We can't just have a conversation with Damon without sitting
There's a
down
stray
across from
cat that
him.
lives around here. He looks like he might be a good mouser. Not that my bar has mice. Nope, not a problem.
We know who he's talking about.
If I were a poet, I would write entire books of poetry about slop chips. Thank you, Tara.
The older Fae don't claim to have friends, but Ariel's always been good to me.
Wonder what you're doing here in the woods, Cameron Connor.
Have you noticed anything different about Emmy and Finn?
Yes, I have, and I won't talk to you about it.
The other day they showed me a coin trick, and I swear they made it disappear for real.
Must be your mistake, Cameron. You know magic's not real, don't you, Cameron?
Oh, I shouldn't. I'm trying this new whole body diet. Oh, but I'm allowed a cheat day.
It's a really good question, Tarpov. I think probably, according to the game, he would wind up going across... Oh, this was too early. I'm not supposed to chop these two down yet. They're only almost grown. I think he would end up taking the ferry to Millwater to get a new hat. I have noticed that there are both green and gray grasshoppers. I hadn't noticed that before. And we will be back for moonflowers later.
Next time Kai comes in here to borrow my clear coat for a board paint job, I've got to make sure I remind him to use it in a well-ventilated space only.
That's a good one, Constellazio.
Love that guy. Swear I do. But I don't think he can afford to get any more flighty.
Crickets that big? We've got cream cheese bagel. It's the first time we've given him anything other than coffee.
Thanks.
That's a special day. You know what? I'm here too early.
I asked Daddy if we could build a zip line to get from our house to the store quicker, but he said that idea was technically infeasible. Then he said he'll give me a piggyback ride there whenever I want it. So, I guess that's just as good.
There comes a day when you can't cash in that ticket for your piggyback ride anymore. It's a sad day, kiddo, when that happens. Tell you what.
Yum. Sometimes my mom says I'm a pastatarian, but can you blame me? Bolognese is delicious.
Okay, we are leaving in the middle of that in order to go buy some flour and do some baking because I am not walking in there without something for Juliet.
Kids grow so fast. Feels like yesterday I was grabbing mayonnaise to clean crayon off the wall or get gum out of Emmy's hair.
Why am I just now learning mayonnaise can do all that?
Oh, Tara. Mayo and vinegar will clean just about anything. And wait until you see what happens when you mix them with pepper and scallions. One of the best dressings you'll ever taste.
Lena is singing our song today. Oh, and by the way, about the recipe that I was sharing with you guys, if you want it to be more like mayo and less like Miracle Whip, then make sure you go all lemon juice and no ACV. I think the ACV gives it kind of an extra bite. So if you want to slide the the how sour it is knob a little bit one way or a little bit the other way. Just change how much ACV, like more ACV for more sour and more lemon juice for less sour. It's good both ways. Okay, we are buying a metric boatload of flour, as is customary. We have plenty of eggs and milk and butter. We even have plenty of cheese. I don't think we're short on anything else. Let's see. Sorry, this is a bit flashy on screen. I will be done with this momentarily. Go ahead and buy more lemons and limes. You know what? I don't know. We got some oranges coming along soon. Let's actually buy a little bit more flour now that I think about it. Because flour has a lot of uses. Let's say hi to Kai, do a little business with him, and then we're going to go cook.
If I was eating. I told her that as long as Sophia's around, I am.
Oh, thank you, Water. I don't even notice that I do that, and honestly, I think that saying things in that way is one of the many very difficult things about English for non-native speakers. So I really want to become more aware of when I'm using acronyms. It doesn't feel to me, it doesn't feel like I am. How do I explain this? It feels to me like ACV means apple cider vinegar. So I don't think about it. It's hard to explain myself. Okay, Kay, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate getting to see you on a Sunday. It's always lovely to run into you around the Twitchiverse or on
Our community is
Discord.
full of caring and clever people. That's why they voted for me. That's a little mayor humor.
Oh dear, is it that bad, Constellatio? Do I really do it that much my own way? I guess I can't be surprised if that's true, but yeah, entirely possible that I need translation. That's unfortunate, and I need to get on that. I think it'd probably be much better in the long run if I just figure out when I'm doing that and heckin' stop it.
Despite my clearly visible lack of horses,
Okay, we already heard that. Thank you, Marty. Although, Constellatio, your plan may in fact be much more realistic than mine in all actuality.
I know adults are supposed to be obsessed with coffee, but whatever. Hot cocoa is clearly the superior beverage.
He's not wrong. I love coffee, but chocolate
I
makes
just can't
a
wait
lot
to
of
visit
things
my
better.
brother and baby Malcolm. I might have missed out on some prime bun in the oven jokes, but I'm more than ready to make up for it with cute baked good nicknames. Look at my little cupcake. Aren't you just softer than room temperature butter?
Oh, Angus is going to be that weird uncle. It's all right. Everybody needs a weird uncle. We're running low on banana bread. Can I make it myself? I can. Do I feel like doing that? Probably not.
I think Natalia's been working through some things in the mines. She's been bringing me heaps of gold lately.
I wish she'd sell me some. Empanada for Francis.
Hey, these are legit, Tara.
Awesome. He's very enthusiastic. That makes me happy. All right. Let's go see Natalia. It's the super important thing to do today.
I signed up for blacksmithstate.com. I get matches, but honestly, the whole online thing weirds me out. You could be talking to anybody.
Korako, I think you're right about that. That just really rings true to me. I'm not saying vodka is a solution to your troubles
I know
right
it's
now,
cliche,
Natalia,
but
but
this Russian lady sure loves a drop of fine vodka.
it's been a while since I've seen a smile on her face. All right, we need 25, and we have 10. You guys, let's go see Zephyr. I think Zephyr might not be in the office today. We'll see. Let's go see Zephyr right now. I don't know. Is Zephyr going to be there? I think maybe no. Korako. Is it technically a solution? I would say vodka is technically not a solution. Is it a solution? Oh my goodness, is it a solution?
I want to make Juliet an electric guitar.
What
It'd
does
be
it have
wicked fun, and I know
dissolved
it'd
in it?
cheer her up.
You guys, speaking of an electric guitar, I don't mind telling you right now, I am planning on raiding Claire in about 25 minutes. Claire has a brand new electric guitar, and those of you who were at Nightingale's birthday party last night got to hear Claire's first track that she made. She made Nighty a song. She did a cover with her new guitar, and it was so pretty. I'm really looking forward to hearing it. Today will be her first stream with her new guitar. Yay, we have a brownie for Zephyr.
Oh my gosh! Oh, thank you so much, Tara. These are my favorite.
Yes, our mining whirligig. Thank you, Zephyr. I'm so excited. Okay, anything else? I think we're going to still wait until winter to get the logging whirligig. I just don't want to run too many risks with our wait. I don't have to just leave. I don't have to just talk to Zephyr and leave. I can talk to other people too. But I don't want to run into too many risks about hello, our maple syrup trees. So nice to see you on there.
Oh, I love the crisp fall air. And I get to add to my scarf collection.
Yes, agreed on all points, including probably how fabulous she looks in scarves. But that's another point entirely. Has nothing to do. Juliet does not know
Jeweled
Zephyr
rice looks
yet.
beautiful, but it's not the looks I love most. It's the tahdig. The crispy rice on the
This makes my
bottom.
mouth water.
Oh, perfectly browned. Oh, Tara, it is to die for. Thank you.
I want some too. I want some so much.
5 centuries worth of life, and I'm still happiest surrounded by my fellow creatures.
I forgot, Tarpov. Shoot, I have to make sure I don't miss the school day. I got super distracted, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to miss the school day. I'm gonna do a little here and there. It doesn't cost me anything to go and come. I can go and come as many times as I want to. So we're gonna go do some baking. Thank you for reminding me about Juliet, because I forgot. Get in there, you. All right, here we go. All right, we're starting with sweets. Let's see. What was it? Tiramisu that she likes? Here it is. We don't always have very much chocolate, so I'm going to make quite a few of them. And we'll make another Texas brownie and some rice pudding, oatmeal raisin cookies. We should make a few of those while we have a lot of grapes. Nougat. Zephyr likes nougat. We don't have the ingredients for halpia or brigadeiro. Churros, though, and cheese souffle should not be in the dessert category. Cheese souffle is not a dessert. Thank you very much. Make a chocolate cupcake and some malasadas. All right, that's a nice day baking. I feel pretty content with that. I guess I could also go ahead and make some fish fingers, but we won't spend all day in the kitchen. All right, let's go back to school. Oh, I didn't actually take Zephyr seriously. I thought it was just a pipe dream on Zephyr's part. Oftentimes, Zephyr has to try for quite a while before she succeeds at doing the things she's trying to do. So I kind of didn't think about that. But you're right. I could very well prevent Juliet from getting a guitar.
Bruno's got some wild fishing stories. I'm not sure how true they are, but they're so interesting, I don't care.
I know how much he loves to tell them. I bet you made his day just by listening.
For me, Water, I feel like the presence of the brigadeiro makes up for the lack of chocolate mousse, and that's saying a lot.
Pizza, give it.
I think so much of chocolate mousse.
My mom sometimes calls me by my brother's name. We don't look anything alike. Ooh, a snack. Let's see if it fits in my pocket.
Hey, Juliet. Hey, I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't really feel like talking to anyone right now.
Constellazio would not have been surprised if they had had a recipe using Vegemite, but I feel like it would be something I would expect from them if they had Vegemite to also have Marmite representation, and to maybe even make it a topic of conversation between people. All right, we have tiramisu. Mission accomplished.
Yum. I'm not even hungry, but I'll totally make room for this.
Oh, wow, Water, I have seen it. I have not actually had it. I saw it in France. All right, we have some things to sell to Violet today.
I'd love to have Amira model one of my designs. She's got the best taste on the island. After me.
See, it would really be a great topic of conversation, because people who have tried them would have a strong opinion about it. It's not the kind of food that you kind of feel wishy-washy about in any way.
How did you know that I was craving churros? Oh, now that I think about it, I'm always craving churros.
All right, we are going to sell, what are we going to sell? Oh, we have 2 of those. We've expanded the shop. Let's go shopping. Oh, this is too cute. Is it pants? Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, we're buying all of Violet's new designs. What a nice day it is indeed. We have new patterns to sew on our sewing machine. Okay, I'm not doing any of this. Any at all. Hello? Did I already talk to you? I'm confused. When did I talk to you today? I do not remember doing this. We're so out of order. We're bang out of order, mate. All right. At least now we have some cheese souffle. When did I talk to the
I remember eating one of these at an upscale Milkwater restaurant when I was a teenager. I had no idea food like soufflés even existed.
Have I talked to all of these people already? I have. I'm so confused. All right. We don't have to go to the mine if we don't want to. We haven't been to the mountain in a while. Oh, hello. Do you need sustenance, Miney? You're the brand new bot. You're already here. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hello. Oh my gosh. We have a mining robot. It's here. It's here. I don't have to wait a whole day.
Hey, Miney. It's off to work you go.
Uh-huh. I should have seen that coming. Wow, you have been busy. Wait, you've used up all... Huh. Used up all of your bait already? I don't think that we can buy any bait today.
Listen to that purr.
It is so much fish. Okay, I shouldn't be surprised that the bait is gone if there's that much fish. Oh my goodness. Oh, and a chub and a cricket. That's from Cleocatra. Thanks, Cleocatra. I will give that to... Wait, you haven't had a salmon in a while. I bet you'd love that. I will give that to Fishy. Looks so innocent, that little smile, despite depleting half a continent of fish stock. It's true, Tarkov. Sorry, Cleocatra. Okay, Fishy, I have something for you. No, 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 no. Okay, wow. So, Fishy caught 14 fish with one worm. That's a good Fishy bot. Wow. That's impressive. I feel like I have not discovered the power of Fishy yet because, you know what? I don't think that tree's as grown up as I originally assumed. Let's let it be. I have never kept Fishy fully supplied with bait. What would happen if I did? Oh no. Also, this is not fully grown either. And as far as game canon goes, I don't think stock depletion is part of the mechanics of the game. As far as I know, there's no reason to go all the way up the mountain today. Hello, little squirrel. Nice to see you. We could just take a short dip. We haven't been to the onsen in quite a while.
How long should I soak for?
Tarkov, that's so cute. Yes. Innocent little smile. All right. Today has been confusing. In-game today, I mean. In-game yesterday, I was like rocking and rolling. Everything was super cool. Groovy. But today, I have just been confused the whole time. I know I haven't talked to everybody here yet. And I'm a little lost. Okay, I don't remember. Did I talk to you? I think so. Yes. Okay. Already chatted with everyone. Probably only 2 out of 4.
It's been centuries, but I've started dreaming lately. Dreams are memories, you know? Only our minds tend to rewrite them.
Stretch, that's a good idea. I will do that. That's lovely. Okay, let's go shopping. Okay, let's buy both of those. And the parsley and the coriander. More rose water and potion for scrying. And the crystal ball. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so let's see. Is our bookseller friend in? Yes. Sorry to disturb you. You were enjoying a new novel, weren't you?
I love cold weather. It makes drinking tea in my shop feel even cozier.
Sunworks. Oh, I get to choose. Do I love cold weather or do I hate cold weather? I think I love cold weather. If I have the appropriate clothing and warming beverages, I think I love cold weather.
I love the cold too.
Ah, a kindred spirit. I knew it.
Now there are exceptions. Extreme cold where I get nosebleeds, not so much fun. Also, damp cold, not fun as well. I can really get chilled through and very, very, very achy. But in general, I enjoy bundling up in cozy clothes, but I also enjoy being able to escape the cold and go somewhere warm and cozy. Although, drinking a warm beverage is also a way of escaping cold. I love the notion of cold weather, says Sunworks. I do not like having to do real life in cold weather. This is probably closer to the truth for me than I was admitting, Soundworks. But since we were answering an in-game question, yeah, according to Allstate Motorcycle, traveling in 30-degree weather feels like -5. Yeah. When you're guaranteed a wind chill just because you're going somewhere, that's intense. Okay, it is not time for Tara to go to bed yet. We need to figure out if we have all of the ingredients we need to turn the season. We need a spirit flame. All right, how do we make one of those again? Here. Oh, we're missing something. What are we missing? Powdered calcium. We can make that. Powdered calcium. Well, let's make a bunch, because we can. Alright, let's make a spirit flame. Check on everything else. Make a little more copper. We're continuously low on essence of copper. Alright. Aqua, welcome in. Hola. We need to check on our plants and see if they look like they are actually going to finish growing up today. I say they are not, but this is kind of a waste of a potion. Let me see. Is there any way for me to make a less wasteful solution? 40 minutes remaining, 50 minutes remaining. Let's hustle this one up. Oh, we can't. It's going to take 7 hours and 40 minutes. And it's already 4:20. I think there is a chance we could make it. Wait, there's another way. No, there isn't. I just made that up in my head. That's not even true. 5 each of those. 2 of those. Aqua and water say hello and hola. Oh, I love it. I love it. We love to see it. It's a mystery, guys, whether or not I'm going to succeed at turning the seasons today. I also, here's the thing, I really want to raid Claire quite on time. I want to raid into her starting soon screen because she has such a beautiful, she's edited it again recently. She has a really beautiful starting soon video that are clips from her travel log channel. Plus I think it might not be just the travel log channel. I don't remember. But Tarpov says very wisely that changing the season isn't a thing to be rushed. So I think what we'll do is we'll pause here and we will know for a fact whether it's in-game day now or in-game day tomorrow. Next week, when we stream this again, if that all wasn't confusing enough, we will be turning the seasons to winter. I'm very excited about that. We're not quite running out yet. We're not quite running out yet. That's right. We are ending the game, but I want to tell you guys a little something, and I'm very excited. But I would needed to let you know that there is a chance that I might cancel stream tomorrow. And take a field trip to a local mom and pop music shop that's closing, as I am currently in the process of making a significant stream upgrade. This is something that I have been planning for quite some time. I have been gradually preparing in multiple different ways, and it's time for me to start finishing the process. So the stream upgrade we're talking about is going to enable me to loop music on stream, which I'm very, very excited about. And I know that it's going to be a big mess of a learning process because I don't know the first thing about looping yet. But I do know that it's something I can't wait to learn how to do. And I'm just very excited to be able to make such a significant stream upgrade. So it's something that is costing a lot more than I thought it would. And there are some pieces to the puzzle that I had not realized were absolutely necessary and had not budgeted for in the beginning. So I'm hoping that I find some really wonderful deals. I've looked on their website, and the majority of the things that I need for this upgrade are not available at that store. But if any piece of the puzzle is available at that store at a significant discount tomorrow, that could really help me be able to afford all of this. So I'm hoping that it will go well tomorrow. I see that Claire has not quite gone live yet, and she's not scheduled to go live for another 2 minutes. It took me less time to tell you about my plans. than I had expected to. So that means I get to ask all of you, have you all, any of you got anything that you want to talk about for the good of the order? Anything to share with the class or anything like that? I hope you all had the bestest of weekends. I hope your week goes really well next week. And oh no, wait a second. I might be having audio issues. Am I having audio issues? I hope I'm not having audio issues. I'm going to start the raid just in case I'm having some problems with my stream. It'll take a minute or so to kick off. And she's so timely that I know this will work. Oh no, I can't start the raid until she actually has started her stream. That's a thing. Am I audible is my question. I hope that I am, because I just had some problems with my earpiece, my microphone. I hope that I am audible. But I assume that I'm not.